Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Carter. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those
Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the catch, it's Sherrill. And tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Commodores! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
We knew this offense wanted to be aggressive, and on the very first drive of the game, they dial up the go route. They know they've got the speed outside, able to win one-on-one, and they didn't waste any time calling that play. Really nice job being aggressive early, and they cap it off with a score.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Ole Miss offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual...
Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't...
He's loose on the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets on the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The corners are walked up tight. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep, trying to make magic with his feet. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Alexander. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Brown. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. And he'll be brought down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Going to the running game. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup of 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And wings it. Wait. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. He's got it down the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Lacy. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Handoff to the single running back. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The give to the left. Nice move to keep running. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got room at the 35. Wide open space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Finding some room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Goes high to pull it in.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
On the option. Rides the option. He keeps it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Odom. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Lacy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. This D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Alexander. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
The sure hands, it's Adams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carter. Into the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the run, it's Lacy. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Thrust that arm out. Grab near the sticks. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Rebels want to move quickly. Running inside, it's Lacy. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He got it. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. On the move, it's Lacy. There's some room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The run inside. It's Alexander. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up.
What an awesome punt return that now sets this field position up so nice for this offense. A lot of times, offensive coordinators right away, I get a big play like this that creates momentum, I'm going to take a shot and go after a touchdown right now.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
But when you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quickly, receiver being ready for it. All 3 of those things happen for the offense, scoring that touchdown.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll run for it. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Dropping back, it's Carter. Makes the grab, it's Alexander. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Got it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks. So
snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes a handoff. It's Alexander. Plows through the defense. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Carter. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Strong, firm tackle. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Vandy. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put the breaks into the open. and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Let's send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Carter. Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Rushes on him. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Rebels offense is back on the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls it in, it's Cook. Turning it on. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the returner goes down. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Alexander. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Throws to the wideout. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Carter. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. They are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough edges on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Alexander. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big